Welcome everyone to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where their tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Red Raiders will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looking for a productive play on first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
They're working that left side. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
On first down from their own 22. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Handoff from the gun. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's off to the races. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
On the run, it's Altmaier. The throw. Zings it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Powers through the defender. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He's going to bring it out from deep. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget, so find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated, get them the football, and let them go to work.
3rd and 10, still back up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
All right, QB, I got to trust you, man. You already threw one pick. Now that one probably should have picked. You got to give me a reason to feel confident I can drop back and let you throw the football again. Or else this leash maybe gets a little bit short. Maybe we start warming up the righty in the bullpen.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Illinois looking to convert the fourth down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. Back to the air one more time. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Pressure coming. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half.
Number 24, set to kick it off.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Starting this third quarter on the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. I think the defense is ready for that quarterback sneak attempt. They filled every gap and stood up the offensive line.
And you got to get such penetration really quickly. Get low, get below those offensive linemen, and just create a pile where he can't drive his feet going forward. Great job by the defense.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th down, going to the air. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The inside handoff. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those.
Afterburner's coming. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Oh, he wants it all. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. We'll get this quarter going with a 2nd down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Slings it downfield. Got his man downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Illinois right back to the line.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Now adjusting. He turns it loose to the left. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Got nothing last time, now second and goal from the 3. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Illini! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They still need a touchdown and two-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. to the air. It's Altmaier. Pocket starts to collapse. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
How about this defense? Getting to the quarterback in back-to-back plays. You want to pressure the quarterback. If you get him on the ground, it's gravy. Nice job. 2 sacks in a row, bringing up a 3rd and long situation.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. 4th down. Gotta have it here. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for room. It's Brooks. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
Flushed out of the pocket. Wide open downfield. And that is how we will wrap this one up. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The Bounce House, and it's easy to see why they call it that. Home of the Knights of UCF. What do you think about that? And this crowd is ready for a big one. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Texas Tech Red Raiders taking on the UCF Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their quarterback in position to make the play?
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. To the ground with the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. That's a live ball. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Open space at the 25.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on 1st and goal.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
A nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
You know, it's a... QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Jefferson. They're setting up the screen. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he'll sprint in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
mean, 4th and goal, and what does he do? He makes plays. This is why quarterbacks with this kind of athletic ability are so hard to stop. Big-time money down on 4th down, and the quarterback makes the play for him.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's McCray. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's McCray. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to throw. It's Morton. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. Smashes through the tackle. The expressway is wide open. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. Fast motion from the offense. The run from the shotgun. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll run the sneak for it.
Man, I like the call. 3rd inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think 1st and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on 1st down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. With jet sweep pass. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group, David, if I were allowed to have push pass.
And he'll find the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he made the extra point without problem. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Looking downfield, it's Jefferson. He'll take a deep shot here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Trying to make magic with his feet. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll try to power their way ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a grab enough for the first. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. He's got an open man. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Stepping to the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. We can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. take a knee, and that should send us to halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, UCF 14,
And the Red Raiders will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harvey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
first and 10.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line gets set, first down. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. The corners are walked up tight. To the air, it's Jefferson. Fires to the middle. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
The Red Raiders have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. Motion from the offense. Got it back on second and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider.
Texas Tech.
The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the point after is good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harvey. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, UCF. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys. You see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. Coming out with it, it's McCray. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll pull it on the read. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Throws to the tight end. Intercepted.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. The Knights want to crank the tempo.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. UCF 21, Texas Tech 14.
We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. To the air, it's Morton. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge third down. Looking left. It's caught downfield. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
brings up second and goal.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Yeah, and they got stuffed on 1st and goal, and they said, let's go to Old Faithful. Like, let's get the quarterback under center, run quarterback sneak, make this defense stop me. It's such a hard play to stop, and the offense gets the touchdown.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Harvey. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Getting some heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
From the gun, the ground game. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The give from the gun. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It is good. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
from inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Has it once again. What do you think about that? Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
There's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it? You know, what's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking downfield, it's Jefferson. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build, that confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.